ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। From today we are starting a new text called Siddhanta Bindu. Siddhanta Bindu is actually a commentary on Dashashloki of Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji. And Siddhanta Bindu is this commentary written by Madhusudana Saraswati ji. The Dashashloki, it is said, was recited by Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji when he approached his Guru or the Govind Bhagavad Padacharya ji, and then it is said that Acharya accepted him as the disciple. So, the main shlokas are the Dashashloki shlokas, the 10 stanzas, but on that Siddhanta Bindu commentary is very elaborate commentary. Very elaborate means relatively elaborate. On this there are 3 commentaries on Siddhanta Bindu. One is the commentary by Gaud Brahmananda. It is called Nyaya Ratnavali. It is very elaborate. And the other is by Narayana Tirtha, which is Narayani, which is very small. So there is this Gauda Brahmanandi Krita Nyaya Ratnavali, which is very elaborate commentary on Siddhanta Bindu. And then Narayani is there by Narayana Tirtha, which is very small. But the commentary that we are going to go through is a mid-size commentary in between, which is the composition or the writing work by Vasudeva Abhyankara. And this commentary is using the ideas from both commentaries, and also it is not too long so that we don't lose the track of the main Madhusudana Saraswati ji's commentary also. But whenever required, I will refer to Gaud Brahmanandiya commentary also, because that is what is taught in Kailash mainly. So we will refer to that also when required. So with this much basic introduction, a little bit about Madhusudana Saraswati ji. As you all know, Madhusudana Saraswati ji was a great Nayayika. He was a scholar of Nyaya Darshan. And then he was also a great Bhakta of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. His commentary on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Gudhartha Deepika, is very famous. And it is said that his commentary should be studied for Mananam. because he has used lot of Nyaya, Tarka in his commentary on Bhagavad Gita also. Apart from devotion, of course. And Madhusudan Saraswati ji is definitely very well known for his independent work called Advaita Siddhi. So in Brahat Prasthana, Madhusudan Saraswati ji has written Advaita Siddhi Grantha, which is actually refuting the Dvaita Matam, all the objections that are raised by Dvaita Matam against Advaita after Shankaracharya ji, Sureshwaracharya ji, Sarvajñatma Muni, Vivranacharya, after all these acharyas had left their body, objections were raised by Dvaita Matam against Advaita. So to refute them, Madhusudan Saraswati ji wrote Advaita Siddhi. So such great Acharya's work is there in front of us in the form of Siddhanta Bindu. And the meaning of the word Siddhanta Bindu, Siddhanta means all the essential teachings of Advaita, principles, and Bindu means only a droplet, like Amrita Bindu. So Amrita Bindu means a drop of nectar. Like that here Siddhanta Bindu means a drop of all the Advaita Siddhantas. But a drop is enough for us to understand, and we will realize how big that drop is once we study this. So I am assuming you have the Vasudeva Abhyankara commentary with you. If you don't have also, just pay attention for now and then later you can get the commentary. First is the Mangalacharanam. So we will just begin with the Mangalacharanam. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Repeat after me. Shri Shankaracharya Navavataram Vishveshwaram Vishwagurum Pranamya Vishwagurum Pranamya Vedanta Shastra Shravana Lasanam Vedanta Shastra Shravana Lasan Bodhaya Kurve Kamapi Prabandham Bodhaya Kurve Kamapi Prabandham. Together, Shri Shankaracharya Navavataram Vishveshwaram Vishwagurum Pranamya Vedanta Shastra Shravana Lasanam Bodhaya Kurve Kamapi Prabandham. So when we do every class, this will be the Mangalacharanam that we will chant in every session. Madhusudan Saraswati ji, here he says, Kurve. Kurve means Aham Kurve. So, I create, I compose. What is it that you are doing? Kamapi Prabandham Kurve. Some. Kamapi means some. Some very insignificant thing I am doing now. Prabandham. Prabandham means this grantha, this composition, this text. And it is all prose. The entire composition is prose, okay? There is no shloka. Only invocation shloka is there. The Dasha Shloki is in shlokas. Siddhanta Bindu is all prose only. Kamapi prabandham kurve. So some composition I am writing, some small thing. Kamapi means that. Why are you creating this? He says, Vedanta Shastra Shravana Alasanam Bodhaya. There are people who are Vedanta Shastra Shravana Alasi. Alas means they are lazy people. Alasya, those who have, they are alasis. So, Vedanta Shastra Shravana Alasanam Bodhaya, for their bodha, to give them jnanam. Now, what do you mean by Vedanta Shastra? Vedanta Shastra here means, actually you can apply to entire Prasthanatrayi, because that is called Vedanta Shastra. So, Vedanta Shastra means Upanishads, Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad Gita. So, if somebody says, oh, I don't have time to study everything, or I am very alasi. So, it is said Vedanta Shastra Shravana Alasanam, for such people. And because this was written after Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, so that means you are supposed to study Vedanta Shastra with Upanishad Bhashya, Brahma Sutra Bhashya and Gita Bhashya. Minimum. So if somebody is not that much eager or enthusiastic about studying, then it is said, for such people, Alasanam Bodhaya Kamapi Prabandham Kurve. I create this composition, means this work. And as part of Mangalacharanam, he offers salutations. Shri Shankaracharya Navavataram Vishweshwaram Vishwagurum Pranamya. So in this, Vishweshwara, the one who is the Lord of Vishwa, Vishweshwaram Pranamya, having bowed down to Vishweshwara, means Bhagavan. Vishwagurum, the one who is the teacher, guru of this entire universe, because Bhagavan is Adi Guru. From him alone, the entire knowledge has come. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam or Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtham. So, salutations to all of them, he says, and then I begin this. But also, he offers salutations to Shri Shankaracharya Navavataram. Now this word is a compound, so how it is opened up? Shri Shankaracharyascha asau Navavatarascha iti. Shri Shankaracharya Navavataraha. Tam Shri Shankaracharya Navavataram. Who is Shankaracharya and who is the new incarnation, Nava Avatara. Nava Shabda means related to the incarnation of Rama or Krishna. This is new avatar. And whose avatar he is? So it is said he is avatar of Shiva. Therefore, Vishweshwara and Vishwaguru, these words should refer to Lord Shiva, because Shankaracharya ji is avatar of Bhagavan Shankara. This is how it is said. And this is said in Vayu Purana that he is going to take the birth along with 4 Shishyas. And therefore, It is said chaturbihi sah shishyaistu shankaro iti vayupuranoktehe shankaracharyasyeshwaraavatarata. So only one pankti, first line I think is there from Vayu Purana, where it is said that chaturbihi sah shishyaihi shankaro avatarishyati. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji will take avatara along with 4 shishyas. So he is Ishvara Avatara, that is said in Vayu Purana. And chaturbihi, that is also said, chaturbihi padmapada totaka hastamalaka sureshwaracharyehi. Acharya Shabda you already know, achinoti cha shastrartham acharya sthapayatyapi swayam acharate yasmad tasmad acharya uchyate. So the one who has the ability to gather the essence of scriptures and follow it in his own life and make sure his disciples and devotees are also able to follow it. So the lineage of the teaching is also and the conduct are followed by him, then he is the Acharya. So that is Shri Shankaracharya Navavataram. Vishweshwaram Vishwagurum Pranamya, having bowed down to Bhagavan Shiva and whose avatara is Shri Shankaracharya, and having bowed down to him who is the Guru, Vishwaguru. Now Vishwaguru means Jagat Guru. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is Jagat Guru. Having done namaskar to him, I create this Siddhanta Bindu. Now there is another beautiful twist in this first line, and that is Madhusudan Saraswati ji's Guru's name is also Vishweshwara. His Guru's name is Shri Vishweshwara Saraswati. So you can take this shloka in this way. I offer salutations to my teacher Vishweshwara, who is the Nava Avatara of Shri Shankaracharya. So instead of just thinking that Shankaracharya ji, who is the Nava Avatara of Bhagavan Shiva, what can be understood is that my teacher Shri Vishweshwara Saraswati, who is the avatar of new incarnation of Shri Shankaracharya, who is Vishwaguru. Or Vishwaguru can refer to Bhagavan Shiva, Vishweshwara to his own teacher, and Shri Shankaracharya is Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji. So everybody's name is there. Lord Shiva, Shankaracharya ji, and his own teacher. So then Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam and Asmadacharya Parantam. Up to my Acharya, I offer Vande Guru Paramparam, I offer salutations to all. So in this way, first shloka is complete. Now you see the commentary down, and in that there are some invocation shlokas. So we will see them first. Dhyayami chaupanishadam paramatma tattvam. Dhyayami chaupanishadam paramatma tattvam. Drigrupam-advayam-amurtam-achintya rupam. Drigrupam-ad Yaddurgraham samavabodhaitum yatante. Shri Vyasa Shankara Sureshwara Madhavadhyaha. Shri Vyasa Shankara Sureshwara Madhavadhyaha. Dhyayami chaupanishadam परमात्मतत्त्वं दृग्रूपमद्वयममूर्तमचिन्त्य रूपं यद्दुर्ग्रहं समवबोधयितुं यतन्ते श्रीव्यासशङ्करसुरेश्वरमाधवाद्याः. This shloka is in Vasanta Tilaka Chandas. Ukta Vasanta Tilaka Tabajaja Gaugaha. This is how you have to read. And Tabajaja Gaugaha, these are the Gana. Tagana, Bhagana, Jagana, Jagana, and last two will be Guru Guru. So that is why it is called Tabajaja Gaugaha. Dhyayami. Now the meaning of the shloka. Dhyayami cha Upanishadam Paramatma Tattvam. He says, I meditate on the Upanishadic Paramatma Tattvam, the absolute reality which is revealed by Upanishad. Because in Brihadaranyaka it is said, Tantva Upanishadam Purusham Pruchhami. I am talking about, means I ask about the Purusha, the principle which is revealed in Upanishad. So, Upanishadam Paramatma Tattvam Dhyayami, I meditate on. And what is that Paramatma Tattvam? Means this is revealed only in Upanishad. It is Apaurushaya Tattva. No other means will reveal this truth. That is why it is called Upanishadam. Drigrupam, it is Drashta, the self, not Drishya. Advayam, non-dual. Amurtam, formless. Formless means all attributes are not there. Amurtam means Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasadi Vihinam. Achintya Rupam. And it is also beyond mind. Achintyam, Avyaktam, Anantarupam, like that it is said in Kaivalya Upanishad. So Achintyam means there where Achintya Rupam, Yad Durgraham, that which is difficult to grasp, difficult to comprehend, because it is not an object, it is the subject, and we never are able to pay attention to the subject. So that's why Durgraham Samavabodhaitum Samyak Avabodhaitum, very well to expound, to explain, to make it known. Samavabodhaitum Shri Vyasa Shankara Sureshwaram Madhavadyaha Yatante. Yatante, they strive. Who? Shri Vyasa, Bhagavan Ved Vyas ji, Shankaracharya ji, Sureshwaracharya ji, and Madhava, matlab Madhusudana Saraswati ji. Madhava word is also used for Vidyaranya Swamiji. Madhava can be Madhusudana's other name is Madhava, because that is both referring to Bhagavan Shri Krishna's name. So Madhusudana shortened could be Madhava. Or Vidyaranya Swamiji's Purvashram name was Madhava Vidyaranya, because he was called Madhava. So Shri Vyasa Shankara Sureshwara Madhava Adyaha. So in that you can say Ved Vyas ji, Shankaracharya ji, Sureshwaracharya ji, Vidyaranya Swamiji, or Madhusudana Saraswati ji, and all the others. Because here in the next shloka Vidyaranya Swamiji's name is also given. So Madhava can refer to both. Okay. So I meditate on that Paramartha Tattva on which our mind cannot naturally abide or think of, and that's why Ved Vyas ji, Bhagavan Shiv ji, Shankaracharya ji, Sureshwaracharya ji, Madhav Vidyaranya or Madhusudan Saraswati ji, they all strive to make this wisdom available to us. Now we should note, how did they strive to make this knowledge available to us? Only in the form of Grantha. Means they taught to their disciples who were there at that time, but they also made sure they wrote things or made the commentaries available, which are available even now to all of us after so many years, like Ved Vyas ji's Puranas. For after such a long time, they are all commentaries are still available to us. Now, next two shlokas are there, both are in Shardula Vikridita Chandas. Shardula Vikridita. So, Shardula Vikridita is Magana, Sagana, Jagana, Sagana, Tagana, Tagana, and then last letter is Guru. It is 19 letters and divided into 12 and 7. Repeat after me. Mayavadamahiruha Shrutishirasyabadhamulavrajah Sutrairangkuritotha bhashyavachasa Labdhaswarupo mahan. Sutrairangkuritotha bhashyavachasa. Shrimadvartikakara mishra munibhir yodhyatma vidyachanaihi सर्वज्ञैरभितो निषिक्तसलिलः सञ्जातपुष्पो भवत्. तो निषिक्तसलिलः मायावादमहीरुह श्रुतिशिरस्याबद्धमूलव्रजः सूत्रैरङ्कुरितोऽथ भाष्यवचसा लब्धस्वरूपो महान्. श्रीमद्वार्तिककारमिश्रमुनिभिर्योऽध्यात्मविद्याचरणैः सर्वज्ञैरभितो निषिक्तसलिलः सञ्जातपुष्पो भवत्. Next श्लोक also. पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्य नैकविधता मालोक्यतेभ्यः परम्. पुष्पा विद्यारण्यमहामुनि समचिनोत्सारं तदीयं मधु. तच्चैतन्मधुसूदनः कृतिवरः सिद्धान्तबिन्दौ मधु. प्राज्ञानां हितकाम्यया समुचितं नाम्नः समाश्रावयत्. पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्य नैकविधता मालोक्यतेभ्यः परम्. विद्यारण्यमहामुनि समचिनोत्सारं तदीयं मधु. तच्चैतन्मधुसूदनः कृतिवरः सिद्धान्तबिन्दौ मधु. प्राज्ञानां हितकाम्यया समुचितं नाम्ना samasravayat. These two shlokas are beautiful shlokas. The bhava is very wonderful. He says, Mayavada. We'll just go from beginning till end only. Mayavada Mahiruhaha. Mahiruhaha means a vriksha, a tree. The tree of Mayavada. Now, really speaking, Advaita Vedanta is called Advaitavada. We are Advaitavadins. We are not Mayavadins. But most of the opponents, they look at us as Mayavadin. Or you understand it this way, that the entire creation is Maya. This is our explanation about the Srishti, and that is Mithya. So that only we accept. So that's why this name has come, Mayavada. So, but we should understand this is not our main principle. Our main principle is Advaita. Mayavad Mahiruha. Mahiruha means the vriksha, the tree, because Mahim Rohati. Ruh means to grow. That which grows on the earth is called tree. This tree of Advaita, which is Shruti Shiraha. Shruti Shira means is the top part of the Vedas. Shrutis means the Upanishad part. Shruti Shirasya Abadha Moola Vrajaha. This tree, what it is doing is, it is holding on to Upanishads as the roots tightly. So Upanishads are the roots of this tree. And Shruti Shirasya Abadha. So, having tightly held on to these Vedas as the Moola, as the roots, Moola Vrajaha. Vraja means Samuha, the group. Means so many Upanishads are there and they all become the roots. Sutraihi Ankurito. Now, so the roots of this tree are the Upanishads. Then the Ankura, the sprout. So as the water comes, then slowly the sprout comes. What is the sprout of this? Brahma Sutra. Sutraihi Ankuritaha. And then this tree attains a giant form. How? Atha Bhashya Vachasa Labdha Swarupo Mahan. With the Bhashya of Bhagavan Bhashyakara, Shankaracharya ji, it has attained Mahan Swarupa. It has become huge now. Because when it is Ankura, Sutra is very small. And with Bhashya, it became big. Then came Vartikakar. Srimad Vartikakar Mishra Munibhihi. So, the Sureshwaracharya ji, Mandan Mishra Munibhihi, Yo Adhyatma Vidya Chanaihi, the one who is Chana. Chana means famous, very well known. Very well known for spiritual wisdom, Adhyatma Vidya. So, by him, and Sarvajñehi. So, Sarvajña you can use for Vartikakar directly. Vidya Chanaihi Sarvajñehi. Abhito Nishikta Salilaha. From all sides, he puts water everywhere to this tree of Bhashya. So, Bhashya has already given the great form to this tree. And the Vartikas, so Brahat Vartika, Taittiriya Vartika, Manosollas Vartika, all of them, they have made this tree even bigger. And because of lot of water sprinkled there, Nishikta Salilaha, Sanjata Pushpo Bhavat. It became full of flowers now. Flowers came on this. Sanjata Pushpa. Now, Sarvagnya word also can mean another thing. Sarvagnya can also mean Sarvajñatma Muni and his work Sankshepa Shariraka, who was disciple of Sureshwaracharya ji. About Sarvajñatma Muni, you see his name itself is Sarvagnya. And this Sankshepa Shariraka is the work on Brahma Sutra. It is said at the age of 9, he did Shastrartha with Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji for half day. After Mandar Mishra ji got defeated in Shastrartha, Sarvajñatma Muni does Shastrartha because his father was also disciple of Sureshwaracharya ji, Sarvajñatma Muni's father. So then father gets defeated and then son, and then Sarvajñatma Muni takes sannyasa from Shankaracharya ji. So his Diksha Guru is Shankaracharya ji and his Adhyanam happens under Sureshwaracharya ji. So Vartikakar is also there and Sarvajñatma Muni. Both of them, they gave lot of water to this tree. So the tree is now fully blossomed, flowered. Then Pushpani Pratigrihya Naika Vidatam Alokya. When Vidyaranya Swamiji saw Vidyaranya Mahamunihi, Tebhyaha Eka Vidatam Na Alokya. He saw that there are these flowers which have lot of variety now. Suddenly, on one tree, so many kinds of flowers are there. So, having seen them, Pushpani Pratigrihya and Eka Vidatam Na Alokya, he saw that they don't have sameness. In the sense, like there are varieties in the way things are presented. So we know that sometimes there is Eka Jivavada, sometimes there is Nana Jivavada, Bahu Jivavada, sometimes there is Abhasavada, Pratibhimbavada. So Padmapadacharya ji is Pratibhimbavada and Sureshwaracharya ji is Abhasavada. Bhamatikara, his is Avachedavada. Like that, different varieties were there. So, seeing that, Vidyaranya Mahamunihi Samachinot Saram Tadiya Madhu. He said, let me take out the honey from these flowers. Because flowers may look different, but the honey will be same. It will taste the same. So, he took out the honey. Tachaitat Madhusudanaha Kritivaraha Siddhanta Bindau Madhu. And Madhusudan Saraswati ji, what he did, Kritivaraha, the best among the composers, Kritinam Varaha, Siddhanta Bindau, in this Siddhanta Bindu, he has put that Madhu. And how? Prajnanam hita kamya samuchitam Siddhanta samuchitam namnaha. Namna means Siddhanta Bindu is the name. In that Samasravayat, Madhusudan Saraswati ji, he made this honey collected from different flowers of this tree. He made that honey flow in the Siddhanta Bindu. Samyak Asravayat. So he made it flow. So in this way, Siddhanta Bindu is the honey which is available from the various flowers, and that honey was gathered by Vidyaranya Swamiji and it was made to flow by Madhusudan Saraswati ji. For what? Prajnanam Hitakamya. For the well-being of the Prajna Purusha, the Viveki Purushas who have understood that this samsara is not worth pursuing, there is nothing good about this, and therefore to abide in the self, tadeko vashishta shiva kevaloham, to declare to oneself that I am that reality alone, Madhusudan Saraswati ji has made this nectar flow to all. And then what is the role of this Vasudeva Abhyankara Shastri? So it is said, next shloka. So I hope these shlokas are clear, second and third shloka. So the tree of Advaita standing with the roots of Upanishads sprout in the form of Brahma Sutra and taken the huge form in the form of Bhashya. So the tree is Bhashya actually. Advaita is all Shankara Bhashya everywhere. And Vartikakara and Sarvajñatma Muni, they have sprinkled it with water so that it has flowered. Vidyaranya Swamiji collected those flowers and honey from them, and that honey is made to flow to Siddhanta Bindu by Madhusudan Saraswati ji. Now next one is Vishama Vritta. So the meter is not a specific meter, it is like Matra Chandas. Tametam madudharam jignasunam mukheshvanayasat abhyankaropanama patayitum aropanama patay vasudeva iha yatate vasu tametam madudharam jignasunam mukheshvanayasat abhyankaropanama patayitum vasudeva iha yatate. See, he could have put his name also and written another shloka in the same meter as the previous one, but he didn't do that because the acharyas that are written above in the 2 Shardula Vikridita meter, he has said that I am not like them. So I don't belong to that category, I don't belong to that group. So he kept himself separate and Vishama Vritta, a different meter also for himself, which is not Sama, Vishama. So what does he do? He says, Tam etam madudharam, this flow of honey that Madhusudan Saraswati ji has given, right? That madudharam jignasunam mukheshu anayasat patayitum. Effortlessly, anayasat means effortlessly, this flow of nectar, it should go in the mouth of Jignasu. Because you have nectar available from this beautiful tree which has roots in the form of Upanishad, but if nobody is there to drink this honey, or if they are incapable of drinking this honey, then Vasudeva Abhyankara Shastri ji says, I am going to make sure that that flow continuously goes in the mouth of Jignasus. Madhudhara, not only Madhu, now that flow of honey. Imagine somebody who wants honey, okay, and in their room means bathroom, shower, everywhere, in the tap. As soon as you open the tap, you get honey. Effortlessly it is available. It is like, see, those people who live here in Rishikesh or in Uttarkashi area, in their tap, which water is coming? Gangaji water. Because Gangaji alone is there. So, in our rooms also, wherever you want water, you open the tap, you get Gangaji only. And the drinking water is also Gangaji water only. That is the only one. So, it is effortlessly available. So, every time we are doing Ganga Snanam. And in summer, 5 times Ganga Snanam. And all the time drinking Ganga Jalam only. Not only at a particular time, morning or Mrityu Kala. So all the time Ganga Jala. So like that, this honey is made available to all. Anayasat mukheshu pataitum, to make us drink, Jignasus. Vasudeva abhyankara upanama. Upanama means surname. Nam and Upanam. I don't know if you know, in our regional languages, Upanama means last name, surname. So his name is Vasudeva and is Abhyankara. Ihayatate. Abhyankara is one name of Bhagavan Shivji. So he strives here, Vasudeva Abhyankara strives here to make this knowledge available to us. Again Vasanta Tilaka. Shri Shankara Malavacho Nichaya Pravaha. Shri Shankara Malavacho Nichaya Pravaha. Vichi Samudgata Tushara Vidhuta Chetaha. Samudgata Tushara Vidhuta Cheta Mayavritim Dridhataram Parihartu Kamo. Mayavritim Dridhataram Dhara Prapatana Vidhau Kurute Prayatnam. Dhara Prapatana Vidhau. Shri Shankara Malavacho Nichaya Pravaha. Vichi Samudgata Tushara Vidhuta Chetaha. Mayavritim Dridhataram Parihartu Kamo. Dhara Prapatana Vidhau Kurute Prayatnam. So now, what is Vasudeva Abhyankaraji doing? That is said in this next shloka. Prayatnam kurute. He is putting forth effort. How? Dridhataram maya vritim parihartu kamo. Vasudeva Abhyankara. This Vasudeva Abhyankara, he is having the desire to remove the firm Maya Vritti. Maya Avritti. Avritti means Avarana. Mayayaha Avarana. Maya Krita Avaranam Avritim, which is Dridhataram, which is so firm. Parihartu Kamaha. The one who is desirous to remove that. Who? Vasudeva Abhyankara. How is he capable of, or how will he be capable of doing this? Shri Shankara Malavacho Nichaya Pravaha Vichi Samudgata Tushar Vidhuta Chetaha. This is for himself. He says, Shri Shankara Amala Vacha, Vachas, Vacho Nichaya Pravaha. From the words of Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, which are so pure, Amala Vacho, Nichaya. Nichaya means Samuha. So many of them are there in the form of Bhashyas and Prakarana Granthas, compositions, etc. Actually, if we study Shankara Bhashya, lot of Siddhanta should be clear. But the Prakarana Granthas like Viveka Chudamani, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha, small Granthas are there like Dakshinamurti Stotram or Atma Bodha. They all make things clear. And to add to that, you have Upadesha Sahasri. We cannot miss what Bhagavan Shankaracharya is trying to say. That much literature and that much clarity is provided. And if you go on doing this Adhyanam for 3, 4, 5 times full, even if we don't study, let us say Brihat Prasthana, but full Prasthanatraya with Bhashya and all these Prakarana Granthas, and of course Granthas like Panchadashi, because Panchadashi covers lot of such ideas anyway and it is very elaborate. So, only 1 or 2 additional Prakarana Grantha, but otherwise all Bhagavan Shankaracharya's Granthas, if we go through, then definitely there will be lot of purity, because he has emphasized this in his teaching, and at the same time clarity about the non-duality. So by the words of Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, which are so pure, and they are not just 1 or 2 words, it is pravaha. It's a gushing flow, like in Gangotri if you go, and how Gangaji is just flowing, pouring down. Like that, Nichaya Pravaha, Vichi means the waves from there, Samudgata, means little bit ripples and all that come from this Pravaha. Vichi Samudgata, from there arising the Tushar. Tushar means just the droplets that or mist, actually the mist that is there. You've seen that when there is a lot of waterfall, you stand nearby and that also there is lot of mist. He says, from that mist only I am Vidhuta Chetaha. My Chetas has become cleansed or is totally washed off, my mind, just by the mist that is arising from the flow of the words of Bhagavan Shankaracharya's words. And seeing that, I also want to do this, what? A dhara, a flow I want to create of this honey. If you connect to the previous shloka, or you just say dhara prapatana, means the same whatever Bhagavan Shankaracharya has given, that same. If you take this shloka as totally independent shloka, then the flow that is coming from Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, that flow I want to make it available to all. Dhara prapatavana vidhau prayatnam kurute. So, in that, this effort is being put for the flow to patana. Patana means to fall. Prapatanam means to make it fall very well. Dhara means this flow. So, to make this flow available, this is effort has been put. Next shloka, we can at least read that and we'll complete the invocation then. Siddhanta bindurapi sagaravad gabhiraha. Bindurapi param didrakshurapi na prabhuresha lokaha. Param didakshurapi na prabhuresha lokaha. Alabhya patamaya netraha. Alabhya patamaya netraha. Paravalokana kriti bhavita sukhena. Paravalokana kriti. Siddhanta bindurapi sagaravad gabhiraha. Param didrakshurapi na prabhuresha lokaha. आलभ्य पातमयमज्जनमक्तनेत्रः पारावलोकनकृती भविता सुखेन. So the gist of that shloka, this shloka is that Siddhanta Bindu is also, I'll just quickly explain. Siddhanta Bindu is also vast and unfathomable like a ocean, Sagaravad Gabhiraha. And to see its another shore, Param Didrakshuhu Api, even if somebody desires to see the other shore, Eshaha Lokaha na Prabhuhu, na Samarthaha. This world and people are not capable of recognizing the depth and the other shore of Siddhanta Bindu. And therefore, Alabhya, seeing this, Alabhya Patamayam Anjanam Aktanetraha Paravalokana Kriti Bhavita Sukhena. These two lines we will see in the next session, how he makes it available. The Vasudeva Abhyankara, what he does, we'll see that. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.